Hey folks, it's ioether and we're back playing some more World of Tanks. So as you can see, this is Ronnok in his Leopard 1.
Auf geht's!
And this is a tier 10 game, obviously, on the new highway. That's the name of this map. Now if we look at the teams, we can see the other team has a platoon of blue players. Not quite Unicum, but they're really exceptionally good. I mean, obviously Ronnok's blue as well, but that does mean that the, three highest guys on the enemy team are going to be doing a lot of damage. We're going to have to be really careful with them. Now, with a 45% chance to win, it's still about even, but Ronnok's going to have to do some carrying if he does want to win. And anybody on our team who's looking at XVM is more likely to just decide this is a loss. So, sadly, when people use XVM, a lot of them don't use it right, and they're looking at the win rate and just taking that for granted. Never ever take the win rates for granted. If I've shown you guys anything on this channel, it's that even the 28% can be a win if you try. Now, I don't know who's lighting up that IS-3, but that poor IS-3 is going to get killed before he gets to base. Or into the town, most likely. Now, I know there was some new changes to this map recently to try and make sure that the team in the south could get up into the town without taking so much damage. But Ronnok has found a great place where he can sit up on this ridgeline and still do massive damage to these tanks as they're trying to roll into that town. And that poor Object 74 has stopped out in the open. I thought he was tracked for a second, but apparently he's just turned to face us. Yeah, and that's going to be his death. Oh, okay, I don't think the WZ-132 realizes that we can all see him, and there, Ronnok just got lit, most likely by the 132. Good flank shot into the E75. Should have gone straight through his front drive wheel and into the soft side armor. That was just aimed at the side of his tank. So Ronnok is doing his best to use this Yag Tiger in front of him as cover, and he's just poking up around this guy and firing off shots. Meanwhile, Ash, who is our scout tank, ran all the way in and then it went all the way back to base. And that's just because he's checking and rechecking lines. He wants to make sure that nobody jumps in and surprises us, that we don't end up with the biggest enemy tanks suddenly behind us or something like that. Now, nobody does know where that Waffentrager is, so there's still an element of doubt as to where everybody wants to be, because nobody wants to be in the sight line of that Waffentrager when he's got a full clip and, get tracked or something. That's just bad. Looks like Ronnok's not going to get that last shot at that E75. He's going to walk into a wall of teammates. And so Ronnok is going to run back here to help defend the base. There's only a Tortoise back here and Ash. Ash does take out his counterpart, so that's definitely going to help him. Unfortunately, he takes a huge hit for that. And Ronnok's running through here and destroying some buildings. And one of the reasons he might be doing this is that he wants to take down some of that cover so nobody can hide on him while he's, hiding across space or something like that. He wants to be able to spot everybody who's going to try and cap this base or hurt him in any way. So one of the other reasons he's in these trees, he wants to let the Tortoise do the spotting, and he's just going to make them pay for every inch they try and take. Now our team currently looks like we're winning the town. I don't know if we actually are going to win overall. The enemy still has their biggest tanks left alive, whereas we've already lost our IS-7. that's going to be a problem if the guys in the town aren't really careful. Ooh, an IS-8. Oh, I guess he knows we're here now. He doesn't know where we are, but he knows that we're on the ridge. And Ronnok should be able to get another shot into this guy. No, he dropped below the ridge line. Oh. The tortoise tore the T-54's track off, and Ronnok's shot went into the other track of the guy as he spun. Sadly, not doing anything real to the guy, but we still got to finish off the kill. And now Ronnok's going to retreat to a better spot because that IS-8 is going to come up that hill. He does not want to be caught out in the open where he's going to have to start battling a heavy tank head to head. That will never go well for a medium. Ooh, a T-30. Which would normally hurt, but if he can get the drop on this T-30, he can wreck it before it has time to do anything. Unfortunately, he just got lit, so now the T-30 knows exactly where he is, and if he's not careful, he's going to take a big hit from this T-30. Or from the RD. So the T-30 managed to just miss, so he's going to take advantage of that and keep pouring some damage onto that guy. That poor guy is going to have to take some time to reload, and while he's reloading, Ronnok's going to reposition. He does not want to be caught in the same place more than once. Ooh, backing up, trying to get out of underneath the Tiger's gun, underneath the T-30's gun. He's going to want to move and come at these guys from a different angle. Now we've lost the city. It's pretty certain we've lost the city. There's only a bat chat left in there. This is going to be a problem. So Ronnok's got to try and get around the side of this T-30 and do some damage to this guy without him being able to return fire. He dodged a shot, so he's going to be able to reload before the T-30 can. Yeah, Tiger does a great job and tracks the T-30 out in the open. And now, our Bat Chat finished him off. Now the Bat Chat does need to flee the city. City's a really bad spot for that Bat Chat right now. But he finished off the T-30, so that's one gun down. One gun we don't have to worry about. Ooh, there's the enemy Waffle Charger. He's going to take out the Bat Chat, but he exposes himself, and Ronnok gets a great shot into the guy's side. That's going to mean in a few seconds he should just pop back up, finish off the Waffle Charger. There we go. And that was actually worth taking 1,000 points of damage. It's not optimal, obviously, but to take a Waffle Charger completely out of this game is worth taking a little bit of damage. Unfortunately, the IS-8 is now capping, and Ronnok is going to have to really pop it into top gear as if it wasn't there already, right? He has to kill the C5, spin around, take out the Tiger, and then go after the IS-8. Unless, of course, the IS-8 walks over to him, in which case he might be able to just take it out now. Or he can leave the IS-8 to the Tortoise. Ooh, sidearm of the Tiger, always worth the shot. Now there is an enemy E100 around here somewhere, so he's got to be really careful. At this point in time, he's not quite a one-shot, but he's getting really close to being a one-shot. And if the enemy already lands a shot on him or the Tortoise, that's going to be lights out for whoever gets hit. Oh, the E100's only on 11 health. Oh, deal. Unfortunately, now he is a one-shot for anyone. All he has to do is get even splash damaged by the RD, and he's dead. However, that E5, I don't know why he didn't fire Clutch. Maybe he wasn't reloaded or something. Either way, Ronnok took a huge risk by popping out and waiting a few seconds until he could kill that guy. He got the kill off, and it was definitely worth that. But it was still a really risky play. I personally would have pulled back and waited until I'd reloaded and then popped out and fired. But, yeah, whatever, right? He won, that's what matters. Now, he's not actually out of the woods yet. He won the duels with the tanks he had. But if this gun carrier, if the Conqueror is smart and hides in the right bush, he can actually let Ronnok get close enough to one-shot him before Ronnok even knows where this guy is. Oh, or he could be hiding out in the open, of course. That's always a possibility. Now Ronnok's trying to bait this guy into firing, and our Tortoise hasn't even left base yet. I'm going to assume that's because the Tortoise wanted to guard against the gun carrier coming in trying to cap us, but there was never any threat of that because Ronnok could always get back to base. Oh, nice shot. Through the... Wait, really? Okay, well that's a dead gun carrier. That was a great game, guys. Thank you so much for watching. 3,624 experience for this battle and 290,000 credits earned. This was his ace tanker because we're completely surprised by that result, right? You got the new high caliber medal, Top Gun of course, Confederate. It's very rare for somebody to get Top Gun and Confederate, but Ronnok managed to pull it off. That was great. And of course, this sniper medal. Now the sniper is actually one of the more impressive medals he got, and you'll figure that out when we get to the last page. You can just see how much damage he actually did to the enemy team, right? 7,240 points of total damage done. That's amazing. Now that's more than the next two highest damage dealers combined, and that Tortoise deserves some props because he played an amazing game at the end. Though I also need to give props to the enemy's highest platoon. They carried their game. If it hadn't been for Ronnok on the other team, they would have stomped our team completely. Now Ronnok fired 27 shots, got the sniper award, which means he hit most of them, but that was all totally worth, because as you can see, apparently he made 234,000 credits after everything, and it doesn't seem to be any action or event payouts for that. That was purely damage based apparently. Holy, well earned. That was amazing. Thank you so much, Ronnok, for sending this in. Thank you guys for hitting that like or subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time. This is ioether out.